Russo'sBrand.com, where the pros are the pros. Bro, I got to tell you, man, I don't know how much this CM Punk Namby-Pamby bullshit is going to last, because I'm watching these promos and I'm like, man, this guy's trying to walk the line. I mean, this was one of the promos that, you know, you would freaking hear like 20 years ago of a new guy walking into the company. I mean, to me, bro, this is okay. I'm going to go through the entire roster and I'm going to put the entire roster over. I'm not hearing what I want to hear from CM Punk. I'm hearing CM Punk wrestler. I'm not hearing cutting edge stuff. I'm hearing CM Punk safe wrestling promo. Stevie, what do you think about this first promo here tonight?
Very flat, very flat. That's how I would describe it. And it's on a downward trajectory too. Also, I don't understand this whole thing. They continue this theme of the live crowd in the building and then promoting where you're going to be or fight or sign somewhere else. Yep. They're supposed to cheer. They do cheer for it, but it's just a weird thing. Like, everybody knows, like when he says SmackDown versus Raw, that Orton's on SmackDown, so he's going to be on Raw. It's not going to be hard to figure out. But these are, you know, the backstage thing, like, you're not showing me anything except Punk being a nice guy. So these guys like Owens, Rollins, they look very petty by coming at him or treating him like a piece of shit. He's not acting selfish. He's not acting like a problem. Right. This is what we need to see. Punk starting to complain week 2 to show that, like, oh, this place hasn't changed. This place is the same people, the same place that fired me. Where's that at? Well, get to Raw. Why did he not rebut with that? Well, this place fired me on my wedding day. What do you want me to do?
Yeah. Now I want to hear part 3 from Ben, because here we go with Punk again. I love you guys. I apologize for what I did 10 years ago when I walked out. What the F, bro? And then here comes the other guy, Squeaky. No, bro, this isn't your home. This is my Ben. What is going on here, bro?
This is where they think they're smart, of like, see how time comes around, of like, I debuted here. Who remembers that? Everyone's like,
who cares about that?
Exactly. It comes off self-serving. I want to be like, nobody give eye for an eye. Like, nobody gives a fuck. And then 10 years ago, I walked out of here. Remember that? It's because I apologize. So people are like, okay, good. You know what that proves to me? You had an attitude problem then too. And they were fucking with you and you folded. And now, when you come back, will the next time you're be in Cleveland a year from now be the time that everything has gone to shit once again and we really get to tell the story? He walks out in Cleveland again and bring it full circle to try and button it that way. None of those were like good leading up to like, yeah, and this is why I did that, this and the other. But it's self-serving, right? And you're supposed to be like, I'm home, I love you guys, but listen to me about me. Okay. So Mickey James name drop.
Yeah, guys, there is no way. I mean, on the last 2 shows now, he has spoken about being in the Royal Rumble, winning the Royal Rumble, going either for there is no way they cannot put him over now after he has said twice, I am going to go in the Royal Rumble and win the Royal. How does he not go over now, Ben?
Yeah, it depends if you have a spin out of whatever it is to be more heat leading for the cause of why he doesn't go over. I just got to go back because this kind of, we were talking about the promo and Seth coming out and trying to say truths wasn't bad, even though he's dressed like a fool. It would have been better if he was like stripped down to just t-shirt and like, I'm serious about whooping your ass, but instead we got half the dance of him coming out. I think the thing with Punk and him together there was a big missed opportunity, even though he just let him talk until that was your one and only get out of jail free card. I think we needed some inciting incident there and violence, as opposed to just walk away, where it's the pull apart. It's the, because that's how hot Seth was at the end of that. And my issue is, he just talked to Sports Illustrated. I had covered this on the Monday Locker Room on Hameen's side, where he's like, well, we can have a sit down and come to terms, and if it's best for business, we'll work something out and work together. Talking out of character, out of shop, too, because it's Sports Illustrated. I don't give a shit if it's Justin Barrasso or whoever trying to act smart and talk about the biz. Then we come out here and do phony shit, as opposed to taking the time with Sports Illustrated and be like, hey, I'll whoop this guy's ass. Yeah, he's going to self-destruct. Say the things you were already going to say, but put it out in Sports Illustrated. Don't talk shop and then come out and do the phony shit afterwards. So already shot themselves in the foot with how real this heat could be. It's not all that this whole promo meant to me is we had to sit down in the back and everybody agreed they could work together. Okay.
Yeah. What do you think about this, Stevie?
Yeah, once he steps through the ropes and they're face to face and there's no punches or kicks or anything thrown, it's fake. In other words, Rollins or the company should have kept them apart. And the first time they touch is at the Royal Rumble in the ring, maybe 1 and 2, just to get people. But this whole thing, like I said before, the casual fans are being fed 5% of the story, and they're expected to go back and remember when in the past 10 years, I don't know if people are following what's going on in the world, a few things have happened that have superseded CM Punk's attitude and leaving. You need to remind everybody of that.
Of course, bro, if you're a 16-year-old kid in that crowd, Stevie, you were 6 years old when that happened. How are you going to know what the hell they're talking about?
But that's what I mean. Punk on day one should have been, this is the continuation of the pipe bomb before I left. Apologize to me. I'm gonna make everybody's life miserable. I'm gonna make a ton of money. Don't just mouth into the camera. I'm here to make money, not friends.
Stevie, this is the JR sit down that they have completely eliminated and you never see anymore, because that's when you sit down and you tell the backstory. Why they don't do that anymore, bro, I don't have a clue.
And not even in the building. They should go to Punk's house.
Yep, I agree.
It's got to leave the building.
Let them take a JR or Michael Cole to the donut shop, and sit down and have a coffee and a donut there. That's what's missing. Yeah, that's what's missing. I don't know why they don't do that anymore, bro.
Well, it's just also the fact that when you do that, it shows that Punk really isn't welcome in the locker room nor the arena when you're doing things that are all outside. Then when he finally shows up, at least now you're going to watch and say, okay, what's going to happen?
Great point, Stevie. Great point.
And those shots could be in there at AEW. Just the fact if you have a Michael Cole or whoever, Corey Graves outside, and I'm about to go in for my exclusive sit-down interview with CM Punk, but you do the establishing shot on the Mindy's Muffin sign, and you don't need to say nothing. That's editing and playing at a higher level of the fuck you.
Yeah. Well, why can't you maybe go the opposite way and talk about it all? Now people are going to tune in and talk about it all and say if the Bucks are coming and say, if those guys come in, tell me, I'm going to make your life a living hell. Some people are like, wow, if the Bucks are going there, maybe something's going to happen.
Yeah.